Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, and ready to report to you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a beautiful day today, a little on the cool side, but we got lots of sunshine, and it did warm up fairly decently, and we've got some more days coming like that. We got to kind of get a good start off to early spring in a sense, or late winter, whatever you want to call it. Alright, today as of 5 p.m. it was clear skies here in Bemis, Tennessee, and the temperature was 57 degrees as of 5 p.m. Right now, as of about 7 p.m., it's down to 51 degrees at the moment. The low temperature this morning got down to 29 degrees, and the high today got up to 60 degrees. So it's very nice today with lots of sunshine, and more to come, of course, tomorrow. The lowest, no rainfall, of course, since the midnight. I'm at 3.24 inches of rainfall for the month of March, and 20.15 inches, or make that 20.16 inches for the year so far for 2019. Normal for March would be 2.17. Remember, 3.24 is where I'm at now. Normal for the year is 10.41. And again, I'm 20.16 so far. That's the up-to-date information on the rainfall total so far. Alright, the lowest humidity today was a pleasant 33%. That occurred at 3 through 5 p.m. Highest would be 96%. That occurred at 7 a.m. The lowest dew point temperature was 25 degrees this morning at 11 a.m. and then again at 12 noon. Well, the highest would be 32 degrees, and that occurred at 9 a.m. Lowest barometric pressure today was 30.34 inches, and that occurred at 4 and 5 p.m., while the highest would be 30.46 inches, and that occurred at 11 a.m. Today's highest wind gust so far has been 19 miles per hour out of the north at about 2:45 p.m., 2:47 p.m. to be exact. Today's records for March the 16th, hottest high would be 83 degrees. That occurred in 2015. Coldest high would be, well, coolest high now, kind of. When the highs get above freezing, even for the records, that kind of becomes more of a coolest high. Below freezing is the coldest high. I call them coolest high when highs are at least above freezing. Right now, today's is 43 degrees was the coolest high, or lowest high, that's another term, set back in 1960. Record warmest low would be 68 degrees in 1982, while the coldest low would be 22 degrees. And that was set back in 1982 and 2017. Just 2 years ago, it got down to 22 degrees this morning. This year, it got down to 29 degrees. So we've sort of in the ballpark of getting close to the record, but not quite that cold. But 29 is cold enough for me. I tell you what, record or not. 22 again is the record. Back in, like I said, 1982 and 1988. I apologize for that one. 1988 and 2017. All right, on to the rainfall record. 1.53 inches, and that happened in 1963. While the snowfall record would be a trace, and that happened in 1956. Alright, that's pretty much it for the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me show you a few graphs, and that'll be it for the evening. The radar looks great tonight. It's empty. As I like to tease around a little bit about it every now and then. There's no echoes on it. That's what I mean by empty. There's nothing on it. Anywhere in West Tennessee, pretty good part of the country actually. You'll see here in just a moment. Let me branch out a couple of zooms here. Cover a little bit more of the state for you. Let you see it. It's pretty much statewide and almost nationwide. As far as no precipitation, there is some on the radar well south of us and well north of us. There's a little rain breaking out up in northern Missouri, up near, northern of St. Louis there, heading into Illinois. No snow up there, it's just rain at the moment. There is some snow up here near Ohio, Pennsylvania areas, and New York. And there's like a little precipitation going on along the Atlantic coast down in parts of South Carolina, Georgia, down around Florida. But I think that was forecasted for today anyways, according to AccuWeather yesterday. Not AccuWeather, Weather Channel. Yesterday's forecast map, which I'll look at that in just a moment. Alright, that's a little wide range radar for you. Let you see how far away the precipitation is for us, thank heavens. Alright, this for us, I mean West Tennessee, of course. Now let's look at the satellite picture. That should give you a good idea of where the clouds are. Tennessee's in great shape today. The entire state is. Hardly not a cloud in the sky, just about the whole state, all the way over to North Carolina. And north of us, and our friends in Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas, and other states as well. It looks like it's pretty cloudy down there in the southern half of Mississippi and Alabama, most of Georgia, and so on. But those clouds are moving away from us. So we don't have to worry about that here in Tennessee. Alright, that's the latest satellite picture for you. Let's look at, go ahead and look at the current surface map. According to the Weather Channel, it looks like, actually it looks pretty good. Very little on it at the moment. Like we just saw on the radar, most of the precipitation is south of us along the Gulf Coast and in the southeastern portions of the country, including parts of Florida, not all of Florida, just parts of Florida. And there you see a little snow up in New England states and Pennsylvania and New York. It's kind of light up in that area, though. It's nothing heavy, not even up there. And then you see a little bit of snow and rain mixed up there in our and extreme northern Missouri. That may be an isobar that I'm seeing there instead of precipitation. That's what all those white lines are there. If you see there, that's isobars of showing cities that has the same barometric pressure reported at the time this map was made out. In case you might be wondering. You see all the other highs and lows across the country and where they're located and all. And you see most of the country is precipitation free today, except on the borderlines of Canada and U.S. and down around the borderline of the Gulf of Mexico. In a sense, down in those areas is where most of the precipitation is this evening. Alright, well, let's move on to tomorrow's forecast map now. And it looks like, let me see, let me get rid of that and bring up the forecast map. There we go. Start off with Sunday morning, tomorrow morning, of course. It's still looking pretty good, even at that time. As you can see, very little precipitation going on across the country. Most of it's going to be still down in southern Georgia and northern Florida there, and even there it's not going to be super heavy necessarily. And very little scattered around the country other than maybe a little bit of snow up there in northern Indiana and northern Illinois, not too far from Chicago. A little bit there, not real heavy there either. Other than that, the country looks pretty dry tomorrow morning. Alrighty, again, that's for Sunday morning, tomorrow morning's forecast map. Let's move on to tomorrow afternoon's forecast map. It doesn't change a lot, but this is the way it looks, as of right now at least. Our weather continues to be nice here in Tennessee. A little bit of winter precipitation possible up there in parts of Ohio, as you see there, mixed with a little sleet maybe up in that area. And it's still a little bit of rain down there in northern parts of Florida and scattered some down the southern sections. There you see where it's at. Other than that, the country is dry midday tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful Sunday coming up nationwide tomorrow. Alright, let's look at tomorrow evening's forecast map, which I don't think is going to change much. No, doesn't change still a whole lot. We have a cold front that's trying to move through Tennessee as of tomorrow evening, but it probably is going to end up stalling out and staying north of us. But it's going to be approaching us tomorrow. No precipitation right now is expected to be a dry front. And that basically means it's going to move through, maybe a shift in winds, but no precipitation associated with it. And according to this, probably no clouds either. Yeah, at least it doesn't look like it at this point. A little bit of precipitation up there in Ohio, as you can see. A little bit still down in Florida, but it's scattered in spots and light. Some down in Mexico, but not in Texas. As you can see, the whole country is pretty clear or precipitation free. Most of the country tomorrow evening as well. Going to be a great Sunday day period, even Sunday night, nationwide. Well, all right. Good news in that regard. We could use a few of those, can't we? It's been so active in the last few weeks, but we are just about ready to go into spring, which I believe starts on the 20th. And I'll go through that right now with you. Speaking of that, let's go on to the local forecast for right here in Jackson and West Tennessee. The complete details is, of course, for mostly clear skies tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, of course, and it looks like, let me put my glasses on, but there we go, the color changed all right. Fair skies tonight, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now, Friday of next week. It's going to be mostly clear all the way through Friday of next week, and then it becomes mostly cloudy by next weekend. Well, at least it's going to be warm next weekend, or fairly decent, I'll put it that way. Matter of fact, it's warming up pretty good after today's going to really be the coolest day of the next 9 days, really. And tomorrow morning and this morning may turn out to be the coldest 2 mornings of the next 9. After that, it should be above freezing for those. Pretty much every day after Tuesday, anyways. Tuesday might be below freezing. I'm going to give you a few hints there. Tomorrow, technical forecast, mostly clear, yeah. Low near 33, very near freezing. Remember, it's 29 this morning. I don't think it'll quite get that cold tomorrow morning, but it'll be close, though, probably. But it should warm up to around 60 degrees, like today. When it hits 60 today, it might hit 61, 62. The highs has been a little bit higher than projected the last few days, but that's usually not too terribly unusual either. We'll have west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. The sun resetting tonight, it already has at 7:03 p.m. and be rising tomorrow morning at 7:03 a.m. Hey, we're going to have 12 hours of dark time tonight, and almost 12 hours of sunshine tomorrow. Rises at 7:04 a.m., 3 a.m. weather, and sets at 7:04 p.m. Tomorrow evening. I need to change that to p.m. The 1 minute shy of being 12 hours of sunshine tomorrow. We'll have 12 hours of nighttime tonight, technically. The moon will be setting at 3:53 a.m. tomorrow morning, Be coming up tomorrow afternoon at 3:18 p.m. and be setting at 4:47 a.m. on Monday morning. Monday, mostly clear, low near 33, high of 54. North winds at 10 to 20. Next Tuesday, fair, low of 30, high of 58, with east winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, spring begins at 5 p.m. or 4:58 p.m. Now it looks like it's going to be mostly clear. It's going to be a beautiful spring day coming up next Wednesday. Low of 37 and a high of 59. Beautiful day with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the sun will be coming up at 6:59 a.m. and be setting at 7:06 p.m. The full moon will be complete on the 20th also. It comes up at 6:53 p.m., which is just before the sun sets at 7:06 p.m. that night. And of course the moon will be setting at 7 o'clock next Thursday morning, 7 a.m. It'll be a sight to see that night. Now that we know the clouds are going to be probably mostly clear, there's going to be a beautiful moonrise once we see it so close to the horizon, so close to sunset. I just love the angles of when that does that. Of the sun going down and the moon coming up. Alright, that's for next Wednesday. And on into next Thursday, fair skies again, Thursday and Friday, before the clouds move in on next Saturday. Low near 42 next Thursday, high of 61. North winds at 10 to 20. Low of 38 next Friday, high of 64 with north winds at 5 to 10. Cloudy skies return, like I mentioned, next Saturday, March 23rd. No rain's expected, but it's going to be nice temperatures, though. 39 for a low and 67 for a high. And then rain returns by next Sunday, the 24th, and 25th, Monday the 25th, with decent temperatures. Low of 49 next Sunday, high of 65, and low of 54. Monday week, the 25th, and high of 70 on that day. That's it for the next 9 days for you, my friends. We got some beautiful weather coming our way, and make up for some of those cloudy, long, dreary days during the winter time that we sometimes get stuck with. And winter is almost over. We only got a few more days, really 3 more days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then finally be into spring by Wednesday. Actually, be Wednesday night. Thursday be the first full day of spring. That day should be nice as well. Again, low of 42 and high of 61 next Thursday. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and leaving some nice comments from time to time. I appreciate that. And I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing, and good night, and may God bless you.